Do it again, but just you can look straight at the camera lens and just say something like, this is punk rock,
Okay, sure.
or something like that. Just announce it.
Another click.
No, I
Okay,
got it. We're
okay.
just gonna keep rolling, so we're synced up.
Okay.
And go ahead.
This is punk rock. I grew up in Linwood and Edmonds, like 20 minutes north of Seattle in the suburbs. There was a lot of music. I remember being obsessed with Raffi when I was a little kid. It's like the sing-alongs and nursery rhymes and pretending to play guitar and singing and stuff like that. Is your mama home with you so happy? So I believe the medical term for what I was born with is bilateral equinovarus talipes, or otherwise known as club feet. But basically the skeletal structure and the muscular structure and the tendons, ligaments, and all that from the knees down are twisted. And I had a bunch of surgeries before I was even one. I was in casts. And I managed to escape from those casts, and the doctors called me Ehssan Karimi, which is kind of funny. A lot of things came later in life for me, riding a bike or swimming, because I had another round of surgeries when I was 6 years old. So that's like first grade. So I was missing a ton of school. I was in the hospital and in a wheelchair, and I had to go through the process of relearning how to walk. I was held back in the physical world, but I was developing up here in my mind, and I had a big imagination, and I was a kid, and I was very creative. So when I was 10 years old, my mom bought me a drum set for Christmas, and it was probably still the coolest thing that anyone's ever done for me. My mom and my jazz band teacher both encouraged me to audition for Berklee College of Music when I was a senior, and I kind of begrudgingly did. I was like, fine, I'll do it for you guys, So it was the only college I applied to, and I got a full tuition scholarship, which was pretty amazing, and it just kind of reinforced my drive that this was what I was supposed to do. So, with drumming, you're using all your limbs, and lots of different things are happening at different times, and you got to keep it all in time. For instance, we'll start with the kick drum, and then we'll add to it. So. When I got back home after Berklee, I came back to Seattle and heard that the Sea Monster was the place to go check out live music. I was hooked, and I was like, I want to get into this scene. I want to get to know these people. One thing leads to another, and then eventually there's an opportunity to do a tour. A friend of mine showed me a YouTube video, and I'd never seen anything like this before. This guy playing like this metal-looking, UFO-looking thing that just sounded amazing. The hong drum is a steel drum, essentially, that you play with your hands rather than with sticks or mallets. The first one that I got, the scale would be D, A, B flat, C, D, E, F, A. So 2 octaves, I think only 6 different notes. With the handpan, it's like a less is more kind of thing, and a lot of creativity can come from that. So the thing about this career is that there are no guarantees ever, and a lot of unexpected stuff tends to come up. So for example, this past summer, I had my whole summer planned, had it all booked. I managed myself, so I, did all this booking and had all my gigs lined up. And then a really good friend of mine, Thaddeus Turner, who I met at Sea Monster Lounge He's the musical director for Diggable Planets. He called me up and was just like, "Hey, do you want the gig?" And and I was just like, "Yeah, that sounds awesome." I didn't start playing drums to get rich and famous, you know? The most important thing is to be happy no matter what.
Follow Ehssan on Instagram and catch him live with his band McTuff at the Fiddler's Inn on Thursday, November 21st. Catch Art Zone Friday nights at 8 and anytime online at seattle.gov/artzone.